Welcome to my messy life. Take my hand and dive right on in with me. It's gonna be alright. Messy imperfect life with Leigh.
Ooh.
Soft one.
You did a soft penis slap?
Don't tell people.
Well, you're on camera.
Hi.
But it didn't hurt because you hit it in the right place?
Just soft.
Because normally if you do like a gentle pat down there.
Let's address that right away.
What?
You know, people talk about me touching them or licking them inappropriately. It's for fun and games.
Well, I'm
Last
pissed.
night,
You have not done that to me yet.
I try not to.
Well, maybe
if you noticed when I hugged you, I gave you a little. You have a muscle that goes down alongside your spine, and yours is very pronounced.
I've been working out.
Yeah, you're muscular, and I gave those two muscles on either side of your spine a little like, there you go.
Yeah.
A little like massage. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did feel that.
Yeah,
But there was nothing inappropriate, so I was still waiting.
Groping. Yeah, you wanted more.
No, I appreciate groping.
My point is that I get groped, licked. I've even had somebody, a couple different people, very quickly, so I didn't have time to react or push them away, get their hands down the back of inside my pants, in the back, and a finger up my butt. In
a quick, swift move?
Whoop.
They must have coconut oil on there to get that up so
or
fast.
I'm just a little damn. What's wrong? I thought you would like that.
Not in your butthole.
Just last night, I was walking up the stairs at the Whiskey a Go-Go, me and my comedy partner who's sitting over there brooding and fuming.
Because I told him he had to sit quiet until it was showtime for him. Because I miss you and he has you every day and I don't, and I want you now.
Now I haven't seen you.
I haven't seen you
10 years.
Ever.
I think 10 years.
Forever.
At least 5.
It was back when I was dating Dave up in that house in the hills.
Oh, that's what I wanted
partied
to
hard
get
there.
To.
Did I get there too quick?
I'm glad we did. So you guys aren't married anymore?
Well, yeah, we are. We are going through a hard time.
Oh, I get
and
it. That's why you wanted to talk to me. I knew it.
No, I want to talk to you because I love you.
No, but it helps. And I'm good at it.
No, because
I'm good at this.
Because I'm not.
No, yes.
Stop. We're taking a break right now because our relationship, I think sometimes they run their course and they're no longer in service to each other.
Yep.
And sometimes I think someone sits down and the other person is still going forward and then they're not equally partnered.
Yeah.
And so what we're doing right now is he moved to an apartment and we are figuring out our next steps, but we still love each other deeply. I'm going to love him till the day I die.
Of course.
But right now we're trying to figure out if we're still, if it's run its course.
Okay. Yeah. Let me tell you something. So I was in the car with these two and I live with them. They're roommates of mine. I'm their roommate. They let me in when I was really down and out.
Oh,
actually, even I'm still married. In fact, I wasn't married to my second baby mama, Lena, until 10 years after we weren't going out. We got married for tax purposes. And she wanted my insurance, because it's great.
It's so great.
So good. And she had this little sebaceous cyst on her back. She wanted lopped off. And it was $20 as opposed to like $2,500.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Do it. I don't think I'm going to get married ever again. Well, I think I am now. So I'm telling her, maybe we can get a divorce or something. But anyhow, these two should be married. They're such a
they will
couple.
Be. They will
maybe. I'm starting to see the cracks, so I'm moving out because I don't want to be blamed. You know what I mean? But my point is that on the way over, I was talking to my baby mama, and it is that our relationship, her and I, really did run its course, and I could start crying thinking about how much I really, really, really love her.
You can keep your foot up there
forever. I like to mirror.
I know. All of a sudden, I want to go, Chris.
I'm kind of weird like that.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that weird?
No,
it's like instinctual too. But I love her so much, and I know we're very similar. Are you Sagittarius? I don't know that kind of stuff. But let me tell you one thing that I do know that somebody told me. Mercury's in retrograde, all that bull crap.
Well, what does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
But
I listen to it. I just don't know what it means.
Yeah, and I listen to it too, and I just look and see, is it ringing true? And it is. Mercury's in retrograde, but for a Sagittarius like me, triple Sag, it's supposed to be really good. And I'm feeling like fucking great. on top of my game while everybody else around me is going crazy. So this is perfect. What are you?
I'm Pisces.
I don't know anything or what that means.
I know. I'm not attached to it.
So I'm kicking ass and you're going through this thing and it like could be really good for us. I'm feeling it.
But I have to tell you something honestly, Andy.
Go ahead.
I'm kicking ass too.
Fuck yeah, you look like it.
I'm kicking ass too. And I think the last 3 years of getting to this point was all of my energy of trying so hard to fix everything and take care of my 5 kids and build my career and do all these things.
That's what I was
and I was so worn out at the end.
That's what I was telling them in the car. I said, you don't understand. She's married to Dave. I didn't know all this was going down.
Well,
and
I haven't spoken about it yet.
Spending you haven't?
No.
Perfect. I said, she has been spending all the, they got excited about Dave. And I said, can I tell you something? Don't mention him. This is all about her. And I'm going to cry again. And this is all about you. And
I love you.
I love you. And I'm going to only, and now we're talking about Dave. But anyhow,
well, no, we can talk about Dave because he's an amazing guy. He's funny as hell. He's touched a lot of people's lives.
Is he okay? Is he going through something?
I don't know. I'm not talking about that at this point right now because it's not anyone's business.
No, you're right.
Until we have it figured out and we know what the hell's happening, then we can talk openly about it. But I'm just being honoring right now.
Perfect.
Which is new for me. Because normally I just talk about whatever the hell I want to.
Right.
Which we will continue to do. But I love him with all my heart.
Yeah.
And
he's so great.
It's interesting to think I've held on to this belief that the foundation of my life was with him together. And that was my foundation I was standing from. And then as I've started to watch it crumble and I started freaking out and like last year was the worst year of my life just in hurting because it's my baby. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah. How many kids do you have?
We have 5.
Yeah, I was telling them she has 5 kids and she's been spending the last 20 or so years. I don't know how many. How old is the oldest?
He's 20.
Yeah. I said the last 20 years taking care of these kids. And you don't understand how fucking hard that is. I do because I watch all my baby mamas do it. And I'm like, thank God. That he has you. Thank God that I have them.
Yeah.
So much. You're now at a place because they're 20 and up. So are mine.
Well, mine's 20 to 8.
Oh, so you're still in it, man.
13, 17, 20. Yeah. But anyway, I found after my foundation crumbled and I looked down and it was gone, I started feeling at my body going, oh, wait a second. I'm still here. I'm still standing.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I'm my foundation. And then literally I was like, God, what do you have planned for me? That I would not have done trying to do this with my husband.
Yes.
And that's when I started my podcast. I'm pitching shows. I'm going to pitch a show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be sold.
You're going to fucking go right to the top. I know. I promise you.
I feel it.
You said, look at me. I'm wearing these Native American feathers. I don't know why. You know why?
Why?
Because I was adopted and my brother was adopted. And my brother was Native American. So I have this thing.
I love it.
With Native Americans. And you're not, I guess, Native American.
My grandfather was half.
Then you're part, then you are. You're like one, I don't know, 16
and I always,
or something.
And when I got some Reiki or something, have you had that?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that on you too. If you like.
Yeah. It's, I'm like, where's the part when you start touching me?
I know. I do it with hands and some do it above. I actually touch. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to, I don't think.
Yeah, you are. You can touch or you can do it above.
Maybe this bitch
it's just
didn't
energy.
Want to touch me, but I'm like.
She was scared that you'd grope her. You stick your finger in her.
No, I didn't do that. Someone did to me. Last night when I was introducing Crazy Town with my friend at the Whiskey a Go-Go. And I'm going up the stairs and somebody just like a credit card up the crack of my ass took their fingers and went whoop. So and I just turned and went, thank you.
Yes,
like I don't care.
You're a welcome machine to an appropriate touch.
Touch him, please. That's the most action I had all month.
Yes, wild ass behavior or open to everything and whatever comes.
And when I do it, $50,000 lawsuit.
I know, right? So you just have to be a receiver at this point. Or have permission or a disclaimer or something from the people.
You're supposed to take these off unless they're sponsoring you.
Well, take them the frick off and rearrange my studio.
Yeah,
give me pillow feet.
I'll help you with all of this. You got a good thing going. It feels good in here. The flowers, you just seem like. I thought that when I saw this and I was looking right at you, that you've been doing this for hundreds of episodes. That is very popular, but it's a new thing. It's going to take.
Well, I've done so much work and worked with so many people and done, I do like life coaching and have a mastermind group and I do workshops and online
You
shit.
got this.
So I'm used to it and I love, and what I've been practicing, which is different about me now than 10 years ago, besides a lot of things, is I listen.
Yeah.
Before I just talk.
Me too. Yeah.
And not a lot of people like to talk to me because I didn't give them
Me too.
an inch.
We're so similar.
Yeah, I think so because I really feel like I know you a
do.
lot.
Yeah, we do.
A lot.
I think spent more time with you than with Dave.
But you know what's funny?
Because we would be off to the side.
Always.
And I relate to women more.
I would always just go find you and sit with you any times that I saw you at that house.
All the way back.
And party with you.
And all the way back to Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you marry him in Chicago?
No, I met him. He went from Chicago to SNL.
Oh.
He got fired from SNL. And then he moved here.
He got fired?
Got fired.
Why?
Because he's Dave.
Just wasn't pulling it?
Because Dave takes comments very literal. He doesn't go with the flow. He just owns it.
Yeah.
And so I think someone said, you're the guy I hired. I think it might have been Lauren, said, you're the one I hired this year to turn the show around. I need you. So Dave stepped up like, I'm the boss.
Wow.
So he kept stepping on people's toes. He wasn't playing the game.
Yeah.
And people there really like the game.
Yes.
They want to have their back rubbed and kudos and a lot of praise and feel important. Yeah. And he didn't do any of that. Wow. And then somebody suggested to him, hey, you should make Gerald a daily talk show. His character, Gerald, watch that. Boop.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You should make that guy like the talk show host.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I would never sell out my freaking character like that. I would never, blah, blah, blah. And they're like,
I've made that mistake so many times.
And they said
it's an ego thing.
And I think
I've done that so many times and I regret it.
He does that all the time.
Oh yeah. It's a mistake.
Yeah. It's such a derailer.
Yep.
It's such a door slammer.
It's what you call it. Shooting yourself in the foot. Sabotage. Self-sabotage. I do it. So I'm very good at it.
Yeah.
Very
I felt
good.
almost like you were going to self-sabotage today.
I knew you were thinking that.
I could feel
I'm
it.
in such a good place. And I just decided to take my morning walk. And I didn't realize how long it was because I always take it with my comedy partner and it goes by so fast, but that's because we're talking. When I took it alone, I'm like, Jesus, this is like 2 miles. And I was running and sprinting and I'm sweating. It's hot as fuck out there right now.
Yeah, it's so like hot. It's like summer.
I know.
For real. It just started.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm actually happy all this shit's going on with you because it's not shit. It's
beauty.
It's gorgeous.
It's so gorgeous.
Level.
It's so funny to go from victim crushed.
Help me. What's going on? It's my fault. What did I do?
To going, thank you, life, for giving me exactly what I need to step the fuck up.
Yeah. And you're doing it.
And I was like, how low did Dave have to go for me to get it?
Yeah.
Because I would never leave. I would never separate from him. It's like, how low did he have to go till I could stand up? Yeah. And so he is seriously my favorite person on the planet.
That's how Lena feels about me and vice versa.
And I feel like whatever happens with us, if we divorce and he goes with another gal and I'm with another one, I'm going to love her because she's loving the man I love.
Yeah.
Because I love him deeply, more than humanly.
It does. It
on
will
a spiritual
get weird,
level.
I know. We're in the same.
It's all weird. Every day is weird.
My ex, I brought a guy into the mix who I met at one of those anonymous meetings. You're not.
Well, you brought in the mix like a threesome?
No. He was my friend I met.
Okay.
In this meeting that you go to talk about our problems.
Yeah.
And a very small meeting of anonymous people. You know what I'm saying? It's an AA meeting.
I know
Jesus
what it
Christ.
is.
Okay.
I like it.
So we were really good. We became very good friends. And I started talking. I was fascinated by him, a small circle of people, but I could never hear him. I have bad ears. And he was across the circle. And whenever we would share one by one, I would get to him and he'd go, yeah,
Oh, he has an accent under that whisper.
Yeah.
It's hot.
So I'm like, oh, is that that's not just an English dialect. It's like Cockney. And I think, and I would get, every week I'd get closer and closer until I'm sitting right next to him.
Yes.
I still could barely hear him. But anyways. And we got to talking, very quiet, very shy, became fast friends, my best friend in that group of people.
Yeah.
He's sober, he's doing great. And it turns out he's the bass player in this band called the Happy Mondays, which is a punk band.
I think you might have just outed him.
No, he's fine.
Okay.
Because I talk about it. He became my bass player in my band,
Oh, cool.
which was just him. It was him playing behind me while I'm on stage telling stories.
Oh,
Boom,
neat.
boom, 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 like electric bass. And we would talk about his problems, my problems. He was very, very open with me. We became very, very close. And then he met Lena. And then one day he said, I think I'm in love with Lena. And I went, oh, cute. That's funny. No, I'm serious. I'm in love with her. And I went, oh, that's awesome. I said, good luck. Because he's like older.
Yeah.
And he's older. And he looks even older because he did
rock and roll.
Hardcore and smokes like a chimney. So he just looks even older.
How old's Lena?
49.
So this guy's in his 60s?
I'm 53. No,
we're the same age.
Yeah, I'm 53.
I didn't know we're the same age. 66?
53.
No, but you were born in 66?
65.
Oh, so you're about to turn.
Yeah, I'm about to turn 50. No, I'm about to turn 54.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
When?
December 21st. Yeah. Triple Sag. Yeah.
Wow.
But anyhow, I looked at it. I'm like, I said, well, good luck. I was not you have my blessings, but I don't think she's going to go for it. But I don't think I said that.
You probably did.
I probably did.
You did.
Like, good luck. She's not going to. But they fell in love, and they're in love. I was living with Lena at the time. So he was coming over, and that's how he fell in love. He was coming over to rehearse with me. He fell in love. And he used to come over and watch murder shows with me when I have something to talk to you about. You have to remind me about the murder shows.
Oh, murder shows.
2020.
Ben, remind me.
Will you please? Because he was coming over. We'd watch murder shows. And then...
Were you ever attracted to him?
No.
No, just friends.
Yeah. Like I said, he looks like an old man. A good-looking old man. But, But anyhow, they fell in love, and then he moved in, and then just cut to me in my room watching murder shows, and them in their room watching the same murder show.
Couldn't you just curl up at the end of their bed?
We could go in the living room. I mean, we had a TV in the living room.
They just wanted to snuggle.
And then I just got kind of kicked to the side. And then it got to the point of Andy, Paul doesn't really, he kind of, because we still have so much fun, Lena.
Yeah.
Like, kind of doesn't, can you move out? What? Yeah. So I'm telling you, that's what I meant by,
did that hurt you?
Hurtful.
Yeah.
But it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
So, and then I met a girl, and then I'm like, that's when I started saying, maybe it's time for us to not be married, because Paul probably, I mean, he doesn't want me to live there. He's probably doesn't like the fact that we're still married.
And he might have the same SAG insurance.
No. Well, he might, because he does acting.
Might.
He does some acting.
She can get on his insurance.
But he has the other insurance with the music shit. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame. Their band is still together and still touring.
So I think you can divorce now, and she can do his insurance.
Talk to her. I have.
But you have another girl you like, right?
Yeah, but she moved to Brooklyn. But enough about all my relationships. I'm just going for it on my own. I'm like you.
You look fresh.
I am. I'm fresh. So do you.
Are you sober?
Yep.
Oh, for how long?
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Today you're sober.
I'm sick of that fucking game.
I hear you.
Who gives a shit? Oh, 5 months, 6 hours, and 22 minutes.
And I got 37 orange chips.
Tell me when to stop counting. 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of that fucking shit.
And you're doing your life your way.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's what I love.
And also, if I feel like drinking and having a drink at dinner, I will.
Yeah.
I really will.
Well,
last night I did this pot thing where I was hosting a weed tour where I go on a bus, and we never even made it on the bus. And there was these booths, and they were giving away pot shit. And I told everybody, I'll do CBD, but I'm sober right now. I'm not going to do it. But I took a little hit off this weird vape that
looked too
it's
beautiful.
Not a vape oil one. It's a new weird one called Ghost Vape. Because they gave me one where they don't put oil, they put the dry pot in there, and then hot air goes through. So there's none of that toxic oil. And I said, I'll take a little, and I took a little thing, and I didn't feel it, and no smoke even came out. So I don't even know if I got a hit. But like, I'm not going to be a goddamn Hitler about it.
Seriously.
I mean, I'm
no,
serious.
because then you're setting yourself up for failure. Yeah.
Pressure cooker
Too much pressure.
will explode.
Yeah.
Because it has 27 rehabs,
What?
That's how many I've been to.
Holy shit.
Sometimes it was only for a day or a week, but one of them was for 2 fucking years.
What age range was that?
Last year was the last one.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. So
come on.
Catch up with my fucking world.
I
know you are right now.
I am right now.
We are. So the thing that happened a couple weeks ago was 2020 has been calling for years, actually. 60 Minutes 2020. They want to talk about a certain situation that you're going to relate to, I think.
I relate to everything.
You knew me during this time, but I always said, no, thank you. No, thank you. Nope. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to. I won't win. I can't talk about it. It will always turn on me and bite me in the ass. I'm not going to talk about it. And then lately, when they've been calling me and emailing me, it took me 3 months to respond. And I said, I finally was like, you know what? I don't have anything to lose. I will talk about it. I will talk about the death of Phil Hartman.
That's so freaking weird. I'm just got to do this. I don't know if this Indian shit is going on, but Indian magical powers. But right before Ben mentioned Newsradio, and I said, wasn't that the show he was in with Phil Hartman? And he said, yes. And in my head, I thought, I wonder how he handled the death of Phil Hartman because you're such a sensitive being.
Horrible. From that point, first of all, Chris Farley died. 6 months later, he died. And remember, Chris and I were very close.
Very close.
And partying. And I was thinking about how we used to party. And it was secretly because we weren't allowed to party.
Yeah.
So we would party. Oh, one of your kids is coming in.
Eve, I'm in the middle of a podcast, my love.
Okay.
I'll be in a little bit.
Jesus, she slammed the door on her face. But anyhow.
She's like, oh, she reminds me of Chris Farley, by the way.
Oh,
she's
good
like
luck.
him.
Good luck.
I know.
So I have 2 stepdaughters as well and my daughter. And I think they're past the hump because they got their crap. They went hard.
Oh.
Very early. They were like fucking Drew Barrymore in Firestarter, like doing coke at Studio 54 or whatever when she's 11.
She's only 8, so I'm holding on hope.
I'm telling you, in this day and age, keep your eye on her. If she starts acting super weird, something's going on.
Well, she's just like Chris Farley, like grabs her crotch and spits and kicks open doors. She didn't care. She's always a little bit sweaty.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's a riot.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, she's a riot.
But anyways, back to
Phil Hartman. So you never talked about it because it was too painful.
And what happened was everybody blamed him. They blamed me. I went into Chris Farley was my first sponsor. He gave me an AA book and he said, I hope this book helps you like it helped me. And then he died. He took me to my first AA meeting where I'm like, well, what is this?
Wow.
There's a place where people go to talk about being sober. Why would you want to be sober? I don't get that.
Right.
And I was so naive and dumb. I thought everybody drank and everybody had fun. And no, who would want to not be sober? I didn't understand.
Yeah.
So I get, obviously get it now. But so then he took me to that. But then he fell off and stopped going and ultimately died. And I always say he died from not from the drugs because I was doing more drugs.
Yeah.
But from the donuts and sausages. That's
from being heavy and doing drugs
and smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
combo. Yeah.
And then
anyhow, so then he died and that was just devastating.
Were you working on that show when he died?
I was on NewsRadio and Phil was comforting because they worked together. Chris would come over to the set and we would go in front of the studio audience and Chris would say, and Andy and I are going on tour across the United States with the number 10. Because he was so round and I was just a stick. We would do that joke all so stupid.
It's so great.
So dumb. And then, but he and Phil and I just looked up to them. They were just wonderful. They were legends, and they were right there with me. And I'm like, and we would smoke pot and just have fun. And it was all just fun for me. Then out of the blue, Phil is shot. Out of the blue, I remember, listen to this. This is going to relate to you. I remember having a lot of conversations with him. We were the closest. I was closer to him than with anybody on the set. Yeah. You know, everybody is a good second, like Vicki Lewis and Maura Tierney and Dave Foley and everybody.
But you're real, and he was real.
He was real. Yeah. And all of our scenes were together. Yeah. So we spent a lot of time right behind the flat waiting to go on. Sometimes an hour, you know, they'd be doing a thing and we'd have to just sit there and we'd be talking. Go to his dressing room. And if he wanted to smoke out, he'd come to mine, which was outside in a trailer. So it was like removed. And I had one of those Airstream trailers that I bought. They rented it from me. And so that was like we would hotbox the thing and smoke out, me, him, and Candy Alexander, the black woman from the show.
That's great.
It was great. We had a great fucking time. And so, you know, then he was having trouble with his wife. Right. And he would say, and I'm like, so am I, Lena. Like, it's just like, they're like a different breed. I don't understand. And I think she's crazy. And she thinks I'm crazy. It's like, yeah, mine is crazy. And it's just, I slept on the boat last night. He would say, I'm like, well, I'm thinking about like getting a divorce. I'm thinking like it's over. It just doesn't feel right. It had been years, 5 years we were together. And he's like, no, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it for the kids.
Oh, gosh.
Really? But if it's that bad and you guys are screaming and you're sleeping on a boat, I mean, we really got to the nitty gritty. And I finally did get a divorce. He didn't. And he got shot. And then she shot herself. Oh, my God. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't talk about any of that. I didn't want, and it wasn't her. She wasn't crazy. She was taking Zoloft. Then she stopped.
And she was also snorting cocaine.
Well, that's where I come in to play. That's where I come in because 6 months right after Chris Farley died, right that week, I was at like a Christmas party at their house doing coke. She and this other celebrity's wife, I'm not allowed to say because I did talk about it on 2020 and they told me to tell the story again without saying her name. They asked me for coke and I had no idea she even did it or anything. I do have some. And we did a little coke. And then 6 months later, she was getting off Zoloft. I was already in rehab. Phil was calling me. He was the only one from the cast that called or visited me in rehab. The only one. Well, we were very, very fucking close. And he said, is this a good place for Bryn to go? I went, yes, bring her now because then I'll have a friend. She never came. And like I said, wound up getting off Zoloft. And when you get off it is when you go berserk. And look it up. It's people commit suicide, they commit murder, or both. And she did both. She shot him and shot herself in front of the kids. It was horrible. God. And then I immediately said, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have given her that coke.
No.
I stupidly said that, and people turned it into Andy Dick gave her coke that night. And then she went crazy on coke and shot him. No.
No,
she was already doing it.
FYI,
I didn't make her fall off.
If somebody walks up to you and says, do you have any coke?
And I had
They're doing it.
Yeah.
They just want you to give them some.
And I had it. I was going to give it to him. Yeah, of course. I didn't go, hang on a minute. Do you have a problem?
Yeah. You're like, someone to party with? Here, line it up.
Yeah. And absolutely. I gave her a little tiny bit to her, tiny bit to her friend. Never saw them again that night or for the next 6 months.
Right.
I wasn't some dealer.
Oh, they were already doing it.
Anyways, people said I was the angel of death. You know, it was the biggest the
angel of
spearheader.
Death.
Howard Stern coined that phrase. He would put me in the death pool every year. I was number one to be the one to die in Vegas. Put money on it. He's next. And I was the angel of death. I was the one going around giving people drugs and killing them.
Wait.
Really? This has been my life for the last 20 years, baby.
You know, it's so interesting. When you live your life your way without a care of other people, they can't handle it.
Yeah.
They can't take that you're such a free spirit and you're just out there doing what the hell you want to do, how you want to do it.
You have to be a little more mindful, though. That's what I've been doing lately.
Well,
that was crazy acting the way I was.
Yeah.
I'm more mindful. Now I would, if somebody said, do you have any Coke? I'd be like, I would say no. Because I don't want to be responsible for anybody else at this point. Never again. I swear to God.
Well,
or I would ask him a bunch of questions.
By the way, you weren't responsible for anybody doing anything.
No, I know.
Ever.
Trust me. I've been through all those rehabs.
Yeah.
I've had counseling and therapy, psychiatry, all of it. The only thing I didn't do was take medication because I saw what it did with Bryn. Pharmaceuticals killed Bryn and pharmaceuticals killed Phil. I'm telling you, man, that's the thing. And that's what I talked about on 2020. So I cleared Bryn's name because they make her out to be the villain. Crazy, crazy bitch. She's crazy.
Well,
and she's crazy
you know
and shot. And no, she wasn't.
You know what I know? Mother. You know what, Andy, is that we all have the same little seeds inside of us. We could all be a murderer.
Yeah, exactly.
We could all
snap,
be.
But you're not. Look at what you did. You snapped the other way and you're fucking shits together.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yes.
She could have done that.
But everyone has the seeds.
Yes.
And when I watch people water the black seed and I see it start to grow around their heart and their mind, especially around addiction stuff. I think
I know who you're talking about.
Well, we all have that.
No.
So it's like what you water is what grows.
Yep.
That's
why you and I are sitting here talking together.
Yeah.
We're watering the good stuff.
We're watering the good stuff.
Flowers.
I know it can either be a funeral or a wedding. Which one are we having?
Both.
Okay.
It's a death
of the old.
Everything black and dark and horrible.
And it's the wedding of rising up.
Yeah.
Rising up.
Yeah.
As a really,
we can clear
as a really beautiful couple.
We can keep the camera rolling.
Okay, let's just. Oh.
No, I'm thinking more sexual.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh. Okay.
Lost her.
So right now you have a girlfriend.
These are real.
And do you still like either men or women, whoever?
Always.
And is that called fluid?
That's what they call it nowadays.
Yeah.
And there's even another word.
There's another word I heard.
I can't remember what it is. Do you guys know?
Pan
Something.
So whoever moves you or turns you on or you want to be with, you find interesting.
Yes.
I like that's freedom.
Yeah. There's this stalker that came to this weed tour. She had to pay for a ticket, $100 for VIP. And she was so annoying. I didn't know it was the stalker that's been sending me letters, long letters.
Oh,
and
no.
I had to block her and she sends me Instagram stuff. I don't even read them anymore. I don't even open the letters anymore. And I don't remember what. Oh, she said she was following me back to the car and she's like, just tell me. She pulled me aside. Just tell me, are you going to fuck me? I just want to know yes or no. My husband said it. He doesn't say it's okay, but he's going to let me fuck if you want to. I just want to fuck you. And it's just tell me no. Just say never. And I said, I'll tell you what. I can't say never. You never fucking know. I could be drunk. Something could happen. I said, no, I don't want to rape you. And I said, I wouldn't care if you did.
That's the interesting part, lady.
I've
that
been
might
raped
excite me.
by women.
You have?
Yeah.
Did you feel like objectified?
To me is what I do with them. Seriously.
Well, I'm the only person who couldn't jump fully onto the Me Too movement because I was doing that to men when I was working in an office. I was like,
I don't know if you want to talk about that, but I like that you are.
No.
That's what tell me.
No, because I would just say
That's amazing that you're talking
to my boss, I'd be like, your penis looks really nice in those pants. And he was really shy and he'd just be like, Leigh. And it would make me laugh so hard. Yeah. But I would always in meetings, I would be like, Linda, please look under the table at Bill's penis. No, seriously, right now, look. And then she'd go like this. Oh, we would just start cry laughing.
See?
So yeah.
That's where we're similar again, because mostly when I would be sexually inappropriate with somebody, it was to move them. It was to make me laugh.
Make me laugh. And no one ever got mad or offended, but they were always like, Leigh.
I know.
But I was like, isn't it fantastic? Our body parts. We have body parts. And I appreciate yours in those pants.
Similar. And that is, that's the thing that I just found out that I'll fight from now on, that it's sexual battery or sexual whatever that you can get sued for if the intention is to be sexually aroused, which for me
or
never was.
Or to humiliate or pressure or fire or mine was purely just humor.
For funny.
For fun.
For the funnies.
Yeah. And in the 80s, no, 90s. Was it the 90s?
I licked Princess Leia's face on TV. Remember? In one of the roasts, I think it was William Shatner. I bet, why was she there? Her and William Shatner must have
fantastic
back in the day, I'm thinking.
You licked Princess Leia's face?
I know.
What
I wanted
did she
to.
do?
That was just so I could have that as a trophy.
Well,
she laughed and said, "Oh, Andy," and I grabbed Tommy Lee's crotch. Andy.
Wait, Tommy Lee.
Well, because
who was married
friends.
to Pamela Anderson?
We were friends.
I saw that sex video.
Was it good?
Did you see it?
No, I didn't. No.
All I can say is he wore board shorts.
And his dick stuck out.
His penis came out of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, rewind. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to hate me. I have to pee.
Okay. Can't you hold your urine?
No.
Well, then go pee.
Right. We'll just take a break, right? And we can start looking at it. Is that a bathroom?
Yeah, right
here. So when I was in can we start back up?
Wait, are you situated?
Yeah. When I was in the bathroom, I saw something that is one of those things where my ego went out of control.
In my bathroom right now?
Yeah.
What's in there?
Ron Burgundy and the Channel 4 News team. And it's your husband. It's Will Ferrell, who, by the way, I said no to doing Mugatu in Zoolander. There's two things. In that poster, there's two things where my ego was out of control. And I said no. I said, I'm not going to do that part that I created and that you wrote for me, Mugatu and Zoolander. It was written for me. It was my character I created. And Ben was begging me, please do it. And I'm like, no, because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. It's going to be my movie. I'm not going to be a guy in your movie. Horrible.
Isn't it ridiculous?
And then this movie came and I think it was Judd Apatow directed it.
Yeah, Adam McKay.
Okay. And Adam.
I might have made that up.
No, I think Judd may be producer or whatever. They were all coming to me saying, we want you to do Brick. And I'm like, I read it. I'm like, what? Really? There's nothing there. He barely talks and I can't make that funny. So no, thank you.
Oh, isn't that crazy?
And the Steve Carell. They're both super comedy stars.
Well, what happens with those guys, because they were all in the same kind of level.
So was I. I was even a little above them at that point.
Well,
a little bit.
Yeah.
I was just, and my ego was out of control.
But Steve, I think Will had been 7 years on SNL and Dave had not. He just was one season. So he already had his characters developed and more, eyes on him. But I remember financially, they were all about the same. Yeah. Paul wasn't making millions yet. Yeah. And I don't know if Steve was yet.
No.
They were all about equal. And now they're all making $20 million a picture except Dave. And I watched Dave do that closing doors a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have a friend, his name's Michael Brandt, and he wrote the movie 310 to Yuma or 312.
Yeah.
That.
Uh-huh.
And he also.
I saw it. It was good.
He's written a bunch of stuff. And right now he has 4 shows running right now on whatever, Chicago Fire, Chicago something.
All Chicago.
He created all of these shows.
Chicago.
Yes.
Dentistry.
It's like whatever's down the street.
Chicago
Dentistry. Chicago. Yeah. Chicago Makeover.
Chicago Bakery.
Chicago Workout Gym. Like whatever they are.
Chicago Jazzercise.
So huge. Like
really?
He's so huge.
Chicago, really, yeah.
So he called me. I went to high school with him.
Oh.
And he called me and he said, you know what, Leigh? And I'd hung out with him a little bit. We've been to his house and party and all that. And he said, I would really love to write a comedy with Dave. And I said,
when was this, by the way?
Before he became huge.
Before the guy did.
Before Michael Brandt became gazillionaire. So he said, I've written some, he has a couple movies out that were serious. He goes, I want to write a comedy. And I said, hey, Dave, my friend Michael Brandt, he would like to write a comedy. He goes, nope. Without any sort of
not
looking
even
him up,
thinking about
talking to him. He's like, no, thanks. I don't have time to help somebody get their comedy career together.
I had the same exact thing with Adam McKay. Adam McKay was in the Improv Olympic and doing Second City. And Sharna said to me, because I was already up here in LA, I was on Newsradio.
Right.
And Adam said, I have these writing samples that I made for Newsradio They gave them to me. I'm like, well, I can't like give writing samples to the writers who were already set in stone. They came from Harvard, and this is some kid from Chicago. I mean, I said, here's some writing samples, and they're like, whatever. And I said, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't try, and I didn't care, and I didn't know him. I didn't know Adam McKay. And look at him now.
He's like, didn't he win an Oscar?
He did.
For directing?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's you make bad mistakes.
And
I have a giant basket of them.
And
they're in a basket because I'm hoping they turn to liquid and drain out.
Yeah. Well, let's just put them in a trash can and burn them.
Yeah.
Let's be done with them.
I was a different person.
Yeah.
We're different people.
Yeah.
Can't you tell?
Yeah.
I can tell you are.
I can
we were
too.
wild.
We
were out of our
wild. Yeah,
we
that's why I could party with you.
Yeah,
I was like, "Where's Andy?
Up.
Andy, let's go back over there."
She could keep up.
I could keep up.
Yeah. Now look at us. We needed to do that. We had needed to unwind for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Every single thing I did, I learned from. It got me to who I am right now.
Yeah.
Every miscellaneous sex in a closet at a bar, whatever it was, I needed to do all of it to get to where I am now.
And I don't know if people will be mad for me to say this on behalf of both of us, but we're better people for it. And I hate to say this, better than them.
Better than everyone.
Because we really we put ourselves through
I put myself through the ringer. I think I came into the planet with the thing I had to overcome, unworthiness. And my mom set me up kick ass. And I felt so unworthy that I lived like nothing mattered.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Who gives a shit? I'm going to get on the table. I'll do that. I'll go with you right now.
Yeah.
I mean, hard. I ran hard.
Me too.
And by the time I met Dave, I was so freaking worn out. I say every hole was so worn out from drugs and sex. And I just remember being like on my knees, literally, because I tried to date and I hated it. I couldn't even talk to people. I didn't care what they were saying because I had no self-worth to even try and muster it up. I just like to make out and run.
Yeah.
So then by the time I met Dave, I'd been on my knees. I was like, okay, God, I'm ready to get married and meet my man. And I can't quite do it right. I need help. And I met him 3 weeks later in the airport in Kansas City.
That's where we just did our shows, Kansas City. Isn't that a great? Were you from Kansas City?
That's where I was raised.
I love it. I started looking at houses out there. It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Well, that's why Keckner I call him Keckner. That's why he went back for that thing with Paul Rudd and all.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Dave's not from.
He's from Missouri.
Chicago.
No, he's from Missouri, Tipton, Missouri, 2 hours outside Kansas City.
So he is kind of from there.
And
because they did
from
that
there.
weird thing with all those guys.
Yeah.
Those comedians, the guy from Modern Family.
Well, Eric Stone Street went to K-State. I'm not sure where I don't think he grew up right in Kansas City. But Rob Riggle grew up he went to high school with me.
I know all of them.
Paul Rudd went to Shawnee Mission East. I went to South.
Think of me and you, like why don't they? It's not up to them. And we're just.
Oh, why don't they invite you to it?
Well, no, I mean, like, I already know the answer.
Well, what was your question?
Just like, I would love to, wouldn't you?
I don't know what you're saying.
Be where they are.
Oh, being where they are. Well, I know that's coming
but maybe
from me.
Not. I wouldn't.
I think it's coming from me, but in a spiritual, grounded way. Like, I'm so happy they didn't have cell phones back when I was doing what I was doing. All the footage of the crazy shit I did.
Up on me. All of a sudden they did, and I wasn't stopping.
You were still in it.
And boom, 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 and it just killed me.
That's one thing I'm grateful for. Yeah, there's no footage. I lucked out.
Tons of it with me.
Oh my gosh.
I always say, if people don't know, I'm working with these guys writing a movie, and they're all 20, 21. There's about 5 of them or something. And the other day we were all meeting. I was telling them about the 2020 interview. And I said, oh, what was it about? Isn't that about murder? I went, yeah. I finally decided to talk about, because I'm the only one that knows exactly what went down. Really the only one.
Yeah.
And I said about the death of Phil Hartman. And I thought I was going to get a nice reaction. They're like, who that? Who dat? I'm like, he was on that show.
Crazy.
No, I said, he and I were on Newsradio. And they literally said, Is that a show?
Isn't it strange?
What? Oh, never mind. What, am I? So we're writing a movie together. Can you believe it?
It's a
They're
trip.
adults.
It's a trip.
It's so weird. We got to reboot Newsradio. I called Dave Foley and said, let's fucking reboot it. If they're rebooting stupid ass fucking Full House.
Yeah.
They reboot. I think everybody
they're rebooting
would
a
do
lot,
it.
like 90210 and all that.
Even if it was just an 8 episode, boom, just a reboot.
Who would play
8
Phil?
episodes. We'd have to, not John Lovitz.
No, who would play Phil? He was kind of dashingly handsome with his teeth and his glasses and his big eyebrows.
They wouldn't play Phil. They would have a new character like Phil.
No, I know that. That's what I meant.
But that's a good
to think about that.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes.
That's a good one. That's my
John Hamm would be good.
Current comedy partner.
Yeah.
Paris Dillon.
So
how many minutes are we
How much
in?
time do we have?
We're at 45.
Okay, so if they want to do a couple songs.
Just one.
Okay, just one. Do you want to do it now?
Let's talk a little bit more. Let's do some kind of, I mean, it's your podcast, but let's do some kind of wrap up.
It's our podcast.
Like, good. What I want is like, where are we at? What are we going to do next?
Yeah. So what are you doing? What are you going to do next in your life?
For money, last year when I was just tapering off of drugs and alcohol again, somebody came to me and said, there's this thing called Cameo and we're getting a lot of requests for you. They had already been doing this app. It's an app for years. And I'm like, I'll try it, whatever. I don't really care. And I started doing it, giving shouts out to people. Happy birthday, Aunt Matilda. Happy birthday to you. But then I'd start talking because I do that. And I talk more and more. And then I started getting more and more requests for these cameos. You can make your own price. Mine's $99. You go to cameo.com. And it's supposed to be a 30-second like, what's up? You're mean for firing my friend. Blah, blah, whatever. Or, hey, go down to this place, best barbecue in town. Like I'm a cam whore, basically. $99, 30 seconds. But I go on for upwards of 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes because I'm bored. I'm just doing
You're like, I have extra time on my hands. Anyway, after you go to that place for those ribs, you know what you should really do?
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? When I broke my ribs. Like I'll go off on these weird and they love it. They eat it up like yummy, juicy ribs. And it's been.
Who tells you there's more requests or do you just see them on your phone?
On my phone. I have one right now. We can do one right.
How much?
I might have more than one.
How much do you make?
$99, but a bitch.
For 3 seconds.
And then they take 10 or 20%. So I get 73
for a shout out.
Change.
And you could do 10 a day.
Well, they have to, ask me.
Ask Andy, you guys, on Camo's shout out.
Cameo.
And
it's weird because I do a lot of cameos. Like all those movies that I mentioned that I said no. I said, look, I'll come on for a day and do a cameo.
Well, Cameo.
Which is so weird because now that's how I make all my money.
Cameo. And it's also, I like Word Up. My pretty ladies around. That's Cameo.
Oh, that's their, I remember that.
Remember them in the 80s?
Can you play that? I love that song.
Oh, pretty ladies around the world.
Word. I love that.
And they also did, it's like candy. I can feel it when
song?
you walk. No, even when you talk. Yeah, no. Don't play it. Because I don't want to waste any of this with you because we put Cameo music on.
Well, this is weird because I did this one when I was taking that walk to around Echo Park Lake to a health store, that 2-mile walk this morning.
When you were sweating.
Sweat my balls off. And I did this one, but it came up again. I'm like, wait, I already did this one. So let's just do it right now. And I'll show you. It comes up like this.
Okay, show the camera. Comes up like that.
Comes up like that. And it says, hi, this is Andy Dick here to announce the Tay Key, pronounced Tay Key, for the Cat Owner of the Year. And the winner is Shane Dawson for tweeting through it. That's all I have to do. But I went on and on for like 5 minutes talking to the ducks. I'm going to have a duck announce who the winner is.
And then the duck did not do its part.
And then I'm like, I made a noise. It's like, oh, that guy, wait, who's quacking? Wait. There was like 5 or 6 ducks. It was silly. And
but you had fun and they were tickle pink. They got extra time.
Something happened. It didn't take. Well,
that
hasn't happened. Do you want to do one live?
Do you want to?
I do. It'll
okay,
be fun.
Then do it.
Here we go.
Do I have to be the duck?
No, you're not going to be a duck. You're going to be you.
I love
you. Have Dave's last name, right? Keckner?
Yeah.
Jake. Hi, it's Andy Dick here to announce I guess it's called the Takey. I'm with Leah Keckner.
It's just Leigh.
Just Leigh.
Like Vivian.
You're right. Vivian Leigh.
Right?
From Psycho.
Leigh Majors.
Isn't?
I don't know.
Vivian Leigh.
I just know she was an old Hollywood actress and she had my last name. Leigh. Yeah, she got stabbed in the shower in Psycho. I don't think she was in Psycho.
Who's Vivian Leigh? Which one is she? Gone with the Wind. Yes, you're very good at those.
Over there in the corner for 50 points.
For 50 points. So I'm here to announce the winner for the cat owner.
Meow.
I heard you.
Meow.
Meow. Do you have a cat?
No.
Well, I have the winner right here in my backpack in an envelope.
Why?
Because I wanted to keep it secret until this moment.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Right?
Do you want me to hold the camera on you while you unveil it?
You have to hold it like this.
Okay.
So you can't see.
Like
but
that?
I can see. Okay.
How do you look?
Somebody opened it. I'm just going to look at it.
Now, how do you look?
Old as the hills.
You look like a sweet summer.
I should have worn my
boy.
tie.
I like how you look.
Well, this is an awards show.
Oh.
For the
you should have worn a tie.
For the Catty Ownery of the Year from Jakey.
There's a lot of Y's in that.
But it's just the cat owner of the year. And the winner is... Can we get a drum roll or something?
I'm so scared. I'm holding my breath. Roll.
Cat owner of the year gets to takey home a takey. Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson. Yay! So happy for you.
Good job, Shane. I guess Jake said that you were tweeting through it. So you were like tweeting your butt off. And
okay, so you have to wrap it up because we don't have much time left. I love you, Takey.
We love you. Congratulations. You're going to be on this podcast. Leigh Keckner.
Subscribe.
No, she's married to Dave Keckner.
Hey, Anchorman.
There's such...
Anchorman. The Office. He's on Bless This Mess.
Behind.
I'm trying to be excited about it.
Yeah, Anchorman.
He's a great guy.
No, but really, congratulations. You're a great cat owner.
You did it. Frisky's so proud of you and loves you and so happy he got you as his owner.
Okay. Bye. That's it.
Well, that's a great way to make $73. Seriously.
It ain't 20 million.
It will be, baby. Just keep on giving shout outs. Day by
there's
day.
Another one that called me the other day. They're one-upping Cameo.
Are you going to be loyal to Cameo or no?
You tell me, because this one you can really make more money because they've upped the technology where I can talk to the person. I can see them and they can see me, and they block out time.
Why don't you reach out to Cameo and ask if they going to have that soon? And if not, you're going to have to upgrade to the other one.
I'm going to do both, and then I let them fight over
fantastic
each other instead of the old days of nope, no.
It's yes.
No. I would never be a cam whore.
Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch?
I pay for my kids' cell phones. I still do, right?
Did you ever watch Yes Man or whatever with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's the simplicity of yes.
Just got to start.
Doors just open, and then more people come. Yes, and you just keep growing your pots.
I'm so glad I did this. I really am.
I am so glad you did too, because I thought you were going to not come.
No,
because you're kind of such a bad boy.
I know.
I was like, is he going to put bad boy?
You were thinking that.
I'm going to jump in my car and come get him.
Past the lake to go home going, what the fuck? What was I thinking? Just to get a
I was like,
ginger
where
shot?
are you? I'm going to come get
running.
you.
I was ignoring them because I was running, sweating.
I'm happy you came.
Can me and my comedy
Yes,
partner
him and his
slash
comedy partner.
roommate.
Yes.
You can stay there and we can just go here.
Can he just use?
He can be there then.
I just sit on that now.
Can you see here? Or
He
oh,
needs a mic.
or
his
can he
mouse.
sit with his butt right on the end of the brown chair
He needs a
next to
mic.
you? Oh, he needs a mic?
Yeah.
Oh, then he has to come here. Because we only have 2 mics.
It's okay. I don't need it. I mean, can it pick up the...
And then it takes time to
Which one
load.
is more important?
The guitar. And then, but when you
Sit,
sing,
we sit right over
when
by
you
him on the brown
sing-
thing and see how it looks or
when
if
you-
it works.
I just want to sing.
No, when you sing, just sing really loud. It'll pick it up.
I'll just do the guitar. What song do you want to
Like lean your tushy back on there.
FB.
Just let me know if you
Let's
can
do the
see.
whole thing then. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. Do you want the...
No, we don't have time for all that. And it makes sense.
This song makes
How much
sense if
time
you
do
watch
you-
it, and we have like 3 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see the song. Then they can come to our show, which is we're setting up
Let's
a
switch
residency.
places, and I can dance a little bit.
Yeah.
I
We're,
want to move my body to this glorious music.
We're setting up a residency either at the Mint or the Viper Room, but it's looking like the Pig and Whistle. Have you heard of it? You remember?
Yeah.
They do. That's where they had the first Academy Awards at the Roosevelt, and then the party was at the Pig and Whistle.
Oh no, I'm
in the 20s. Oh yeah, the cat
Cat
fiddle.
Fiddle.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they reopened somewhere. I heard
Really?
somewhere
I
in
like
town.
that space we
Hey,
just got.
We
It
used
was
to
so weird.
love it. I loved it.
We
I
liked
would
anywhere
go
that
there.
had alcohol.
Yeah, anywhere that had alcohol and that weird Scotch egg.
Am I
It was an
there?
egg
Am I in it?
wrapped
now?
in meat.
I can get
An
it.
egg wrapped
wanted
in
to say hello to the
sausage.
afternoons.
Sure.
You want to wear your sunglasses?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having us.
Do you want
Yes,
to? You want to wear your sunglasses? So this is our band, Andy Dick and the Bitches of the Century. I'm Andy Dick, of course,
I'm the bitches.
also known as Paris Dillon.
Don't Google me.
Yeah,
Don't Google him either.
please don't Google me.
Don't
You guys
Google.
cool if I just step touch during it?
Of course.
Steph touch, yeah.
Yeah, make sure she's in there. You can go up closer too. We need a sexy girl. So this is just a song about, we collaborate on all of our songs. He mostly writes the beautiful music. I think it's wonderful. And then we collaborate on the lyrics. And in this one, I wanted to write a song about sex and love, but I collapse. You know, they're the same thing. Sex and love, they're the same thing, but they're not. All my therapists tell me.
Is this part of your song?
This
Oh,
is part
it
of the,
is.
this is the intro to explain. This is what we do on
go.
stage.
I'll be quiet.
And he wanted to write this thing that he was writing. He wanted it to have something to do with the environment because it's very pretty. And I'm like, yeah, but sex and love. Uh-oh.
I'm from Seattle.
Somebody's here.
Seattle.
Oh shit! I'm gonna leave you guys.
In it?
I have a pitch meeting in 15 minutes in Burbank.
Okay.
Oh, you should go.
You guys finish the show?
Can we
That's
come to the
fine.
pitch meeting?
Can I get a
love you.
hug? I love you so much.
Oh, bye, sweetheart. Thank you for coming. I'm so happy you're here. Let's
Let's
have
start
a play
hanging
date.
out.
I would like
Yeah,
that.
for real.
Great to
I like
meet
it.
you. That was
We
such
both
fun
need it.
listening.
And
We have
thank
more
you
to
guys
talk
for-
about.
Yeah.
More to
Do
talk
a
about
lot.
off camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go to the pitch meeting.
Pitch me, baby.
Yeah, we have a few things.
Pitch me. When you pitch something,
Always
at this,
pitch you.
no, I'm just saying you have my full-on goddamn permission to say Andy Dick will do it. He said he'll do anything with me because I will.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
then
say
I will pitch us.
for real.
I will.
We could do something. Anything.
My
We're not. We're doing that.
Break a
Jim
leg.
Carrey. We're doing the yes thing now. Me and you and I. Yes. Okay. Here you're gonna like this song. Bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Okay, ready, Ben?
Yes.
A pretty girl moved into my building last week. 2 floors up, 2 doors over. She needed help lifting the heavier things.
2 floors up, 2 doors over.
When we moved her stove, she smacked her finger.
Oh no.
2 doors up, 2 floors over.
Moved her ottoman.
And she banged her finger again
And again, ottoman, ottoman. And there's
nothing worse than a finger bang, and there's nothing better than a finger bang. I said there's nothing worse than a finger bang, and there's nothing better than a finger bang. So I got some ice for her throbbing hand and started singing like the Crash Test Dummy Band. I laid her down on her bed,
go to sleep.
and brushed her blonde hair from her forehead. Yeah. I could see the need in her eyes,
And my digits were
were just the right size. 'Cause there's nothing worse than a finger bang, and there's nothing better than a finger bang. Pow, 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 pow. Nothing worse than a finger bang, and there's nothing better than a 3-finger bang. Pow, 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 pow. Say, 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink, and I picked her up like a 6-pack of cans.
What'd you say?
I said 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink, and I picked her up like a 6-pack of cans.
Cut the plastic or it'll kill the ducks.
That's where we compromised in the song, and I said, fine, you can get a little subliminal something or other about the environment, which is what he wanted this song to be about, and I wanted it to be about sex and love, and I don't even know if you know what that means. Cut the fucking plastic or kill the ducks. Like,
You will kill the ducks if you don't cut the plastic.
Do you understand what that means? Do you have that thing?
Yeah, it's in the guitar
I'm gonna
case.
show you what it means.
Just spreading our message.
Well, he comes from Seattle.
C-Town, everybody.
They don't care. And I guess the pungent sound is
Puget Sound.
well, it's pungent because it's polluted, and with things like this, and this kills. I see, and you're having me do your public service right now, because these kill ducks and turtles and swans and goose
Preach.
and dolphins and whatever, baby dolphins probably. And you're
Right.
supposedly you have to. They should just not make these.
That's right.
Right.
They're starting not to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But if you do get a 6-pack of cans, soda or beer,
Like
you're
Ben.
supposed to cut. Yeah, like Ben. Every time you drink a 6-pack of beer, you're killing a baby duckling, you fucking faggot. Lost my ring during the finger bang, and I found her ring during the finger bang. Oh, I'm allowed to say faggot.
Finger bang.
Because I've been known to chomp down on a schnickerdoodle or two. Good job. PD. ADPD.
ADPD, thanks
He likes
for
to say
listening
rock
to
and roll
our...
comedy. ADPD, rock and roll comedy.
That was a fun combo you guys had.
Well, we go back. We
Yeah.
really we've grown together. I noticed, because I haven't seen her in years, that we really have grown.
A lot on the same wavelength. It
Yeah.
seemed.
It's weird that we grew not with each other. We
Yeah.
grew separately, but we are
Similar tracks and
Yes.
similar. Yeah, it was cool to be a fly on the wall.
Anyhow,
Thanks for
come
having
see
us.
Look us up on YouTube. We're gonna try to get a YouTube thing going, right?
Just for our, we do shows all over. It'd be great to have you guys come out. ParisDylan.com has all that information. Paris like the city, Dylan like Bob Dylan.
And the other thing that Cameo.com is up and active, but that new one I was talking about is called vidsig.com. VIDSIG. I don't know what it stands for, but that's the one where I can talk to you and be a real cam whore. We can go on forever and ever as long as you got the money. Come on, pockets. Start spending.
We're kind of cam whoring right now.
Yeah, except they ain't paying. Except in peanuts, we got cashews, peanuts. And
literally, we're
pistachios,
getting
and
paid
some
in
mints
peanuts.
and some water with lemon wedges.
I got paid in peanuts.
Good night, folks.
Thank you.
To Leigh.